also forgot to do the thing. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I am that guy, joined today with my co-developer. There we go. I remembered. Uh, Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're late because I got distracted several times, and I'm still setting shit up. So we're getting there.
He's a professional.
I am a professional. I am the most professional. Hopefully Wesley is out there, because samurai seems like a class that Wesley could play. I could see Wesley being a samurai.
Yeah, but like Wesley, I feel like is the guy that I could see playing any class and
Yeah.
being like good at it aside from his dice log.
He would be proficient with
Yeah.
every class. That's
Like it's not like Bread Boy where it's like yeah, I could see him playing any class, but that doesn't mean he's gonna do it very well.
Yeah, he's gonna struggle with something like Bard, which we still have to redo Bard.
No, we don't. Yeah. Fuck that class. I mean, yeah, we have to do it, but nobody in the party aside from Wesley would play Bard.
This is true because
So we just have to wait until like in 5 years when Wesley's like, "Hey, I want to play a bard," and then we can redo it.
Fuck Wesley.
Yeah, but by then we'll have like almost everything else done, like class-wise, so it'll be a piece of cake, more or less.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh wait, no, we can't do that because then we would have to wait to do Scald, and Scald is actually more likely to get played.
Yeah, because I mean, skalds are nice because giving barbarian stuff to everybody, that's cool. That's really, and it can be really good once we get the rage powers done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I guess we're gonna get to do Bard. I mean, I've just never liked Bard. It's like in Dragon Quest. I never liked Minstrel that much.
man, Aiden, you don't like the magic class that's focused on buffing and debuffing? Saying it so.
What can I say?
Yeah, no, it makes sense why you wouldn't like the class.
Like even just like stupid bullshit stereotypes aside, which I don't really care about. It's just like I just don't like the class. I think it's boring.
Yeah, the class, stupid bullshit stereotype aside, is a hard buff debuff class that doesn't really have a lot of combat ability by himself.
Yeah, like I remember when we were first doing Commander, I'm like, okay, here's my idea. It's Bard with the no debuff, but it's buff.
Hard buff,
And
no magic.
instead of magic, he's just that good. And like, it's like like Bard has to do like their perform check, I think, to like maintain the buffs.
Only no. Okay, so since they have arcane magic, they can do buffs and debuffs through arcane magic. The bardic performances are a hard buff or debuff that you have to maintain. But there's a spell that you can do, like Shadow Double, I think, where you can have the Shadow Double maintain your bardic performance while you cast spells.
Maybe I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite here because I like the Commander more, but I just find that boring. Excuse me.
It can be. It's I mean, it's a support class. It's an arcane support class. And Commander, hold on, we have it right here. Commander, if we compare to Bard, Commander has just a better, like, has a more combat oriented stat line.
That's
Like,
fair. Like they can still fight. Even like the base Commander, if he fights a Mook, is probably gonna win. A Bard's probably gonna lose.
Like a Bard has a fucking D6 hit die. They have wizard hit die, and the fucking an all right set of
They've got fast reflexes
and will because they're an arcane class.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like I guess they could do reflexes better, but I'm pretty sure their CAB is worse.
Their CAB is worse because Commander was originally going to be a Cavalier fighter hybrid, and then we diversified it further out.
Yeah, except we've also changed what Cavalier is.
Well, yeah,
but yeah, I get what you're saying.
The
it was
original,
the D20
the original,
Cavalier.
the original conception of Commander was a Cavalier No, it was like an Inquisitor fighter hybrid.
Yeah, it was.
So
It was really odd.
So commanders have that fighter, have a lot of that fighter still kind of left over in them. instead of
They really just kind of taken over like Pathfinder Cavalier's thing, because Pathfinder Cavalier's thing was leader. Well, one of its things was leadership, because I remember they got leadership for free. So yeah, like essentially, like yeah, if you were looking at it like back when this was just an expansion of Pathfinder, it was, I'm not gonna call it a subclass, but it was like it was an offshoot of Cavalier with
Inquisitor and
Inquisitor and Fighter mix. Yeah, it was going to be a triple hybrid. It was the first triple hybrid.
We were thinking about triple hybrids, and then we realized, in our infinite wisdom, that that's stupid, and opted against it. Good work, past us. It's us from the future.
This is the one time we're gonna say that.
Good work, past us.
Yeah, not fuck you, past us, bastards.
Yeah, the one time we're like, yeah, triple hybrids were a bad idea. Triple hybrids were a really bad idea.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah, it is. But
yeah, so
samurai.
That class that you want to try and kill us with.
I mean, right now, all I have to do is plug in like the main stat stuff and configure how much ray they have, and I think I would still be able to do it. Because this is, especially because I was playing
Go for the old man first.
Aggressive as all fuck with forgot his name.
The samurai.
The samurai. It's the I was trying to remember.
It's the Goemon.
Yeah,
Goemon.
Fucking I was gonna call him Goemon, but his name kept slipping my mind. It's like, he's not Lupin. Don't say that.
I don't even remember if you ever did give him a name in universe. Because, like, we fought him, and then he gave up, and I just arrested him and immediately took him to the bounty office.
Yeah, like, I got the samurai from the Wild Trio, and they're like, great, here's too much money.
Yeah, it's like, hey, here's this guy. And it's like, all right, yeah, here's, like, a fuck ton of money. It's like, thanks. It's not like when I turned in the first one, you gave me, like, $3.5 million, which was hilarious.
Yeah, well, I always make a money mistake.
This is true.
And you guys still have to find the lobster.
I don't know.
Do you think any of them are gonna know how to use it? Because
No.
I don't think Wizzy figured it out either.
I don't remember to use the lobster. Isn't it like you just smack somebody with it or something?
So the lobster, so for some reason back when, and we're tangenting, but it'll get us into it. So for some reason back when the game shop was open,
Yeah.
and Chuck, not my brother, would run games.
Yeah.
He had like this item that would appear in every single campaign. It was the glass staff, which was a dildo.
Right.
Anyway, and so the concept of an item that like a DM puts in all their campaigns just for fun was something that stuck with me. So just randomly, I was like, I don't know, what if it was like a statue of a lobster made of obsidian? I don't know how this came about because it's one of those like game shop conversations. But yeah, so the obsidian lobster is an item that I insert in every campaign that I run.
Yeah, like,
And
I'm trying to remember, because I swear to God, it's like you smack somebody with it, and it does, like, a stupid amount of damage, and then it just doesn't work.
Yeah. So basically, from an in-universe character perspective, this statue of a lobster carved from obsidian has the power to like fell gods. But you smack somebody with it, and it will fell them most likely. It scales on your level, and then just random, and then it will just be like a beat, like a rock that you hit people with randomly. But randomly it will get the power to destroy somebody again. And what this is actually keyed to is session. So let's say we're running a session, and like somebody uses the lobster in the first combat of the session to like destroy some like elite mook just for the sake of it, and like the rest of the session then has us go through like several days of play, whatever. The lobster will not be restored, but the next session the lobster will be restored. That's why it's random from the player character's perspective.
I see.
Because sessions can take different amounts of in-game time.
Days, weeks,
yeah. Or like if we do like a time skip, like months, it's like, yeah, the lobster hasn't worked for months,
yeah,
and then suddenly the lobster works again.
Yeah, just fucking
The lobster is also the only weapon in VTC that uses a D20 as its damage die. And that's a holdover from my first ever campaign, where I made way too many mistakes, but I learned from them, mostly.
Oh yeah, name 10 mistakes.
Well, giving the players too much power too quick, things rapidly got out of control. This was much more controlled in YOD.
What?
It was still bad, but that's just because the system isn't done.
I remember, like, the one I can most clearly think of is when you let fucking Amnesia, like, dump, like, 150 skill ranks a level into stats, and then after 2 weeks after I joined, decided we couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, because he was busted as fuck. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
but you screwed me out of becoming busted as fuck.
You
Well,
were
I
busted
still
as
ended
fuck.
up being one.
Yeah, because all of you did in different ways for different reasons.
Killed a god in one turn. 7 crits. Oh, that was still the greatest, like, that is the greatest combat turn I think we're ever gonna see.
But watch the fucking redo after the system is done. This is gonna be crazy or somehow. You know, the rules are much more defined. You guys are much more controlled, but
I had, what was it? I had 9 attacks and I critted 7. It's like, oh, that's tough to beat.
that's almost impossible. It's so statistically unlikely.
Yeah, like because I think I had like a, what was it, like a 15 to 20 crit range, was just the only reason I pulled it off.
Yeah, because you had the max crit range.
Yeah, it was either that or it was close to it.
Okay.
Anyway, we should
work on the samurai. So samurai, a base samurai. Yo.
Samurai. I don't know why, but you bring up the D20 thing reminded me. I had a funny idea for Siege Rampart, since they're even tankier. Give them the D20. Give them the D20 hell.
Jesus. So the samurai thing is that they are super limited on what weapon they can use, but any weapon of that type, any sword. Samurai can pick up any sword, like a broadsword, a great sword, a short sword, a katana, any sword a samurai can use.
Yeah, that should be with all types of swords.
Yeah, there we go. All right, even exotic swords.
Man, I'm gonna have to point those out now verbally instead of just fixing them for you now.
I don't remember. I think I said medium armor.
I think you said medium.
Yeah, because they get the shield bonus when sheathed, so yeah, medium armor. Well, if I just don't put shields, I just don't proficient with shields.
You might want to put it on there just because some fucker is gonna try and like, well, it doesn't say it, but
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, weapon
just making sure.
weapon and armor proficiencies, any sword and up to medium armor. Cool. Good. Because fighters get heavy and monks get none, so medium, I guess. Also, fighters can get super heavy though. That's another thing.
Monks have no armor. I thought they had light armor.
We haven't done monk.
I think I'm thinking Pathfinder. I think they get light armor.
See, PF monks I think do get light armor. With any
No,
armor
they're not.
or shields.
I'm just misremembering then.
Yeah. Also, if you're fucking wearing armor, using a shield, or carrying a medium or heavy load, a monk loses his AC bonus, which is this thing, as well as his fast movement and flurry of blows.
Wow, that's kind of shit.
Damn, they get fucked. Anyway.
That's just fucking terrible. That's a fucking terrible balancing idea.
But at the same time, monks are so broken.
Well, that's because they get so much stupid shit.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just that everything scales off of wisdom and scales really well off of wisdom.
Yeah,
they get an AC bonus based on wisdom. Their keys based on wisdom.
Yeah, but we do the same shit. We do the exact same thing.
Yeah,
which means
variably broken.
No. Well, most of the stuff we've made is untested.
So we can't.
Look.
I foresee that things are definitely going to need a couple of tweaks.
No, it's just the DMs are going to have to get better at dealing with these things. They're
Which-
going to have to.
I mean, that's why VTC enemies are just generally stronger than D&D and PF enemies.
Yeah, but like, see, like that's the thing that I've noticed about certain people who like to bitch about the changes we make and don't account for the fact that the enemies are stronger than they're going to be used to. You know what I'm talking about.
Eminem.
Yeah.
He's not gonna watch this.
No, I said
trash
yes. He's not going to watch.
him. We can trash him. It's fine.
And I mean, if he does, you know.
Yo. All right.
I'm just going to fucking.
I need to put that on the soundboard
Yeah.
at some point because I think we have one soundboard slot that I need. I need the Kabuki noise.
Yeah. No. You got to do that like thing from the Fist of the North Star when like. No. Well, I was thinking that, but like the.
Oh yeah, I fucking played that back when I was playing Atmosphere and would do flurry of blows. I would pull up the bit of Kenshiro. I did that when he fought bees. Atmosphere fist fought bees and I won. I won that fight. I took some hits because bees, but I won that fight. I also beat up a bunch of clerics in their church. They had God's help and still lost because fist. Your weapons will be ineffective.
Yeah.
I'm unarmed. What?
Reminds me of that boss fight in the Daenerys campaign where me and that like mook just alternating suplexing each other for the whole fight. Anyway,
It was a good time. That
It
was a good brawler test too.
it worked a lot better than I thought it was going to.
All right, so let's see.
Like, I mean, yeah, like, and I combined feats with it to make like him really good at what he was good at, like just make him better.
Also,
Like, although brawler I think still needs reworked because it doesn't follow the design philosophy.
well, yeah. I
But
mean,
what it's got works, so we don't have to get rid of it.
there we go. Here's the chart. Okay, we have the chart, and I need to do the linking on the chart.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch, Google, just paste the damn thing so I don't have to hit it.
I mean it is Google.
And that's one thing I don't like about this, but there's so much other good stuff that
like
it does.
the tabs thing.
The tabs thing is so good. I like that a lot. We used it for Artificer. Yeah, and we're gonna use it for other stuff. So that's nice.
Yeah, like Artificer, Barbarian.
Yeah, all the ones that have like an extra class thing.
Yeah, I think like the ones that we can't do it on though is like domains. Just 'cause it's gonna have to be another page. It's gonna have to be another doc.
Yeah.
Bloodlines, but yeah, like stuff where like rogue talents is a good one where it's gonna be on the tab.
Yeah, exactly. Because rogue talents are domains just cover too many other classes.
Yeah. Domain. This just reminds me of that discussion that we had when we were doing Crusader, where it's like I don't want like classes. I don't like classes using the exact same stuff. Like
Mercy.
Like Mercy. Mercy. Like like mercies and stuff. And like domains.
Class skills, Wezzy.
Weasel.
All right.
Do you have 20 levels worth of shit to put down for this?
Well, let's see. We got techniques. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got at least 8 levels.
Okay, that's fair.
Different stuff. Let's see. Reservoir. Okay. We utilize their techniques. Yeah. So let's keep, but it. Uh, So basically, Ray, I still need to do the magical aura mechanics, but I mean, Ray can also function like a magical aura, and they're gonna have techniques where they can just use just their raw pool of Ray to do stuff. There's a visit. All right. Samurai has. It's equal to their level. Equal to their level. I think I am going to key it to level. Uh, it regenerates. I think this will be fine to key at first. We'll see how that works.
Well, unless you're gonna expand Jesus fucking Christ.
Wezzy is calling me on Discord. We are going to have to. Wezzy, give me just a minute. I got. Shut up, phone. I don't care. All right, hold on, let me turn off Do Not Disturb. Give me just.
Why don't you just turn your phone to vibrate?
Yeah, I did. Give me a second, Wezzy. We're not gonna be able to hear you because I got to switch the output.
All right.
Voice and video output. Metal Gear. All right, Wezzy, speak.
I don't mind being a hidden voice.
The stream is going to be able to hear you much better than the rest of us. Except I need to change the setting again because it fucked itself.
Wait a minute. I got the video.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Just fucking hold on.
Are you gonna call Wezzy?
No, I was just gonna call into Three Thrones.
Oh yeah. Here, Wezzy, we're gonna switch over to Hall. And then yeah, just have him on your phone as a voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute it. I was just gonna put him with an earbud.
Oh yeah, that works too.
That does work.
Yeah.
Just
So
I mean, I'm sitting farther back, so I can't hear him that well.
yeah, so I'll be able to hear you just fine. Stream will be able to hear you just fine. Aiden is going to put in an earbud to hear you better.
And I'll just mute myself so that way.
Wezzy doesn't hear me, and the stream doesn't hear you twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair point. Okay. So, Wezzy, you are here.
I am.
Damn it, guys, this was supposed to be a solo stream. What the fuck? It's
Stepping
fine.
away from the responsibilities I should be working on and the other stuff I was working on for VTC. But yeah, we're good. I don't have work tomorrow. I didn't have work today, so this
you
is an
lucky
expense
bastard, I
I
had
can
to work today.
afford.
Anyway,
No, yeah. So, am I?
What's going on, Schweezel?
Not much. I've been working on let's see here. As far as VTC goes, I've been working on Dwarven Civilization. Saw your Orcus stuff, so I was reading that and at least basing the format off of that.
That's right. I do need to finish that. I was going to talk to you about the dwarf lore when I finish.
I see. No, here's an idea I had because I'm not done yet either. I've almost done with the Golden Age section for the dwarves, and basically my idea here is, um, during one part before they unified, um, because their birth rates are significantly lower than the orcs, and they had like a period of just like killing each other too much to not to not exterminate themselves. They ended up hiring orc as mercenaries to do a lot of their fighting, and that's where at least the initial camaraderie with the orcs started forming.
Sounds good
So
to
you
me.
fight our wars for us. We pay you gold, and so we don't have to kill our own men.
It's fair enough. I dig it.
Yeah.
You know, because I was thinking, like, with the way I've rewritten the orcs, like the typical orc dwarf hatred doesn't work.
Yeah, I think at least the way I'm going, an idea because I was after dwarf and stuff, I was going to do elves. I'm thinking dwarves and orcs, they're good, but dwarves and orcs and elves are not good. Like they both don't like the elves for various reasons. I think what's happening when the orcs come out from the underground, I think the dwarves see a little bit of themselves in there, and they see that okay, yeah, you guys help out with like the goblin incursions, and that's good. So we like you for that. But the elves kind of see them like, okay, yeah, cool, you help out with the goblins, but they kind of see them as a lower species. At least historically, they have. Maybe not so much in like modern Kalis, but you know.
No, I like where you're going with it.
Also, real quick, um, dwarves and elves they originate from Deus. No, Daeurine, correct?
The elves are from Deurus, and the dwarves are from Estrella,
Australia. Okay.
which that in and of itself explains the ancestral hatred.
Okay. Australia. Okay. So Australia is where the dwarves and humans come from, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dwarves and humans are from Estrella.
Okay. Dwarves and Australia. Okay. Which Mensa Isha did the Australians um commemorate?
None.
That's not the right word.
Angael,
Venerate.
Phytos, and Deus,
Angael.
and
This is a
Vitarius.
law. Okay. Um. Okay.
Makes it ironic.
Yeah,
that
we need like a lore, like a master lore document, so I can reference that without having to ask you each time.
2025, mate.
2025 is when I
It's
was working full
25.
time on this shit.
So I promise you, after this call is over, I will forget and I will ask you again in writing.
It's fine. That's fine. I can
Yeah.
do that.
Lizzie, submit that to the complaint department.
Oh no, I know how that
Complaint
works.
department because of how the Cincy boys are.
What?
I said, aren't you the complaint department because of how the Cincy boys are?
No. See, the complaints department is a scheme that I set up so we can ignore all complaints.
All right.
Yeah. The complaint compartment is a trash can / ashtray.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
you still have that fucking message that I sent you about it.
Yeah. No.
What was it? Oh,
The
right.
complaint
because-
compartment is not happening.
Yeah, because what was it? I sent you that. You're like, you have to reach out to the complaints department. You're like, okay, who's that? I'm like, you're not authorized to know.
You know, if I'm not authorized, no one else is authorized.
Sorry, third DM. Sorry, third dev. You're not authorized to know.
Let's see, 5 at 20. Wait, no. 5 at 18 and 13 at 50.
Yeah.
And one of these days,
Of course, I've been working on some background stuff for the resettling campaign.
oh yeah, we need to talk about that too sometimes, just so that way if there's any stuff that I had from the first time, if you want to use it, I can just tell you what I remember.
Yeah,
Which you
I'm
don't
trying
have
to.
to, but you can.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm just trying to keep some of this within the working timeline we have here. Let me just see here.
So I realized
Is
that the
that-
problem with doing this is stream can only hear me once. I can hear both of you twice.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Wezzy can't hear me unless he's watching the stream, and even
I
then
can
there'll be
hear
a little
you.
bit of a delay.
They can hear
I can hear you
Uh,
fine, Jared.
Yeah, but can you hear? But the thing is, Aiden can hear me twice because I'm sitting right next to him, and he's in the Discord call.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can't mute yourself.
Yeah, I can't mute myself because then you won't be able to hear me unless you're listening to the live stream.
Yeah.
I
mean,
see. That's gonna have a delay.
with Discord, it's only like a half-second delay for you,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And like Wezzy, I can only sometimes hear him through like your speakers because they're trash.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, buddy, Christmas.
I have started buying things for Christmas. I bought a sword, and I bought the Davidoffs.
Yeah.
Because I wanted that thing, so I bought a box of Davidoffs.
Hell yeah.
It was
I gotta go to Rural King sometime.
$500
See.
for 25 sticks and that set.
Look, man, I spend a lot of money on smokes. I'm not willing to pay that much.
I mean, with the Davidoff set, cutting 120 off the top, it's like $12 per smoke per stick.
Oh wait, I still
Which
have
is how I justified it.
I still have that promotion that's free shipping. I should probably do that.
Well, okay, hold on. I also bought Joe cigar, so it's 35 sticks, so it's like $12 per stick, which is not bad.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, it's not bad. Anyway,
All right, Schmeezel, produce idea.
Let's see. What'd you say? Sorry.
I said produce now.
Produce. Let's see.
It's actually more jarring with 2 earbuds, so I'm switching back to 1.
Gotcha. Anyway,
Smoke your cigar, you're not even
Having a second level of Barbarian, aka the Samurai, gains a bonus feat every 4 levels thereafter.
oh
See, this is
shit.
a-
Yeah, thank you, Wezzy. I knew I forgot something with that. I changed the numbers, but not the name of the class associated with the thing that I copy pasted. Thank you, Wezzy.
Yeah,
Be
I
good.
mean, hey.
Samurai is just a barbarian wearing a mask.
If you're playing a barbarian and there's a samurai in the party, you get double the bonus feats.
Yeah, but more than double because they have a faster feat track. Hell yeah.
Sweet.
At that point, you just have your main feats, and then you have I burn for stat feats. Have a stat increase every level.
See, Ray techniques. Actually, Trent.
We have a what's it called? A track with how many techniques they get, or is it just like they're all open to them?
Hold on. Do we have what?
Is that like do different techniques open up as they level up, or are they just like
Yeah, they do.
always there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm working on putting those values in now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because like complete focus, if you look right here, has the sentence, 5th level, and I am putting the techniques in the chart as I get get those values sorted out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like Inferno Draw doesn't come out until 10th level. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Hmm. All right, Tranquil Blade.
Oh yeah, Wesley, have you looked at the artificer stuff?
The artificial stuff. Oh, not the new stuff. Oh, also, with my dwarven lore I've been working on, I made them the creators of that class. Unless you all have unless you all are diametrically opposed to that idea.
No,
No.
you can
Cool.
hear it better than I can. You know what? Actually, wait. Since
Put the earbuds in.
just put the earbud back in. You know what? Wait, hold on, Wesley. I'm gonna switch the speaker back over since Aiden's listening to you via an earbud. I don't see why I should not. So give me just a second as I change Discord settings again, so that way I can hear you better. There we go, Wezzy.
And now I'm only hearing you once.
And now I have to change the desktop thing to where the stream can hear you, Wezzy. Congratulations, Wezzy. I can hear you better, and the stream can hear you again.
Oh, void. Posterity will find this for one reason or another.
Yeah. Let's see.
Gaming historians might find us. We might be part of a paper one day.
Man, it'd be really cool for somebody to write a paper on VTCs. Like, yeah, okay, fucking 3 guys go crazy. That's the title of the paper.
Pathfinder gets
Four, yeah.
Pathfinder got a freaking diversion edition.
Tabletop
Completely
gaming linked to mental
nearly
illness?
completely homebrewed.
Tabletop gaming. I mean, really, if you want to think about it, you could say that Pathfinder is a giant homebrew of D&D. So
Yeah.
we're homebrewing a homebrew.
I mean, D&D essentially started out as a homebrew. They had
Exactly.
to have like 3 different games that actually play D&D, and still no one actually knew how to play it.
So what are you planning on
It's
running
actually
that
quite
campaign
interesting
again,
history.
Wesley?
Let me see here. So ideas. Let's see here.
Yeah.
So so a sheath technique just has to end with the sword sheath. It doesn't have to start there, correct?
So sheath techniques. Hold on. So sheath techniques. The sword is sheathed, and most of these techniques will unsheath the sword.
Gotcha.
You can only use a sheathed technique while the blade is sheathed. Also, the camera is not
Gotcha.
broken.
Okay. So you want a weapon. If you want the sword to end up sheathed, then it needs to be an unsheathed technique.
Yeah, and really, you could spend a free action at the end of your turn to sheath it, but as you get more standard actions, you're going to be able to just juggle sheathing and unsheathing.
Combos, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. Because fucking, where is it? One of these has a thing. One of these has a thing somewhere. I don't remember. I think it's like crescent moon slash and reverse crescent slash do different things. Like crescent slash does not sheath and reverse crescent does. Anyway, right. Anyway, I need to. Alright, so tranquil blade, right? Level 2. Level 2 will give them crescent moon slash.
Steal the sheath and a sheath thing for the quick draw archetype.
Yeah. Holstered and unholstered. Let's see, so Crescent Moon Slash is second. Farlands is probably Farlands. I'm just gonna go down the techniques that I have actually, and we're just gonna put in places. And then we'll see what's left and then kind of do that from there. So Ray Awake, we've already done all the sheath techniques for now. And then we'll make more. So now Farland's charge is 15.
Need to fix the marraying. Sure.
Huh. Oh, because it changed KI to, yeah. It changed KI to, right, yeah, okay.
Excuse me as I array this attack.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so 15th level is Farland's charge. Okay. And I need to actually do this wisdom modifier. Okay, Farland's charge, Ray Slumber. 2. Windsong.
One of these days you'll get English down. Wait a minute, Wesley's in English. Just have him teach you.
Wizzy, I need English. Teach me. I'm ESL.
ESL.
I am.
Oh dear.
I am an ESL, Wizzy. I've been to college.
Funny enough, that is a different skill tree. I did not take that skill tree.
You did not take the skill tree of teaching ESL's English. Okay.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
that's specifically the kind of English I did not want to do.
Wow, Wezzy. You're discriminating against me.
Yes,
You racist piece of shit.
I discriminate in the profession I chose.
Well done, Wesley.
That
Well
makes
done.
sense. That
Yeah,
makes
no, at my school there's a whole different class essentially for that.
Yeah, I guess I'll just break into that class. I'll shave and I'll shave so that way I look young again. Be like, and go into that class. Be like, why is And they're like, any questions? Like, yes. Why is Mr. Wezzy a cuck? Like, what?
Wow,
Cool.
I am not.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll be like,
Thank God.
why? You'd be like, yes. I have a question, teacher. Why is Mr. Wezzy a fucker? I've never seen you in my class before. I'm a transfer student. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
God, Wesley, man, if you were a cock, you're out of here.
I wouldn't stand for that.
Thank God. I thought you were gonna say I wouldn't tell you, which is fair. But what you said is better.
Man, it would probably come out. It's like, yeah, I can't. Yeah, it says that I'm moving because this marriage has been dissolved.
What the fuck? At that point, I'd yell. I would stop doing whatever we were doing. I'd call Diana to yell at her. Like, how could you do this? How could you do this? You had the most powerful racist in the country in the palm of your hand, and you let that go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, no.
You lost your trophy husband, Diana. What the fuck?
Trophy husband.
Hey,
That you flatter me, right?
As-
Far from a trophy husband.
As bad as that situation would be, there is one silver lining. I would get to attend the Wezzy wedding take 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that would honestly. I'm not sure. I mean, besides the moving part, I'm not sure how I would react. I've never had anything close to that happen to me.
Well, you know what, Wizzy? If that happens, you want to move to Cincy?
Probably not.
That's fair. I wouldn't either if I was you.
Just stay away. Oh jeez.
Uh,
But yeah, no, that'd be one of those that'll be one of those life-changing moments people tend to have every once in a while.
Leslie would have to go on some kind of spiritual quest to find himself.
yeah,
Slay some kind of dragon or something.
you can.
I mean,
Slay a
I have an
dragon.
idea. I have an idea for two techniques in my head right now.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me put reverse crescent slash on the chart, and then I will hear you out.
Yeah, I gotta write it out first.
Move to Cincy. Live with me and the retards. Got retard wrangle.
Hey, that way if Leslie ever plays Helldivers, he can also have the special Tard Wrangler rank.
Right.
I've considered that game, but I don't know if my laptop could handle it.
Probably not.
No,
Probably not.
You put too many hours of Crusader Kings 2 in, the laptop's done.
I know it's a different. I got a gaming laptop now, so it's not the same one I had in college.
Oh, Wezzy Gaming? For real? Wezzy Gaming?
Wait.
Not much has changed. I've moved from 2 to 3.
Why did you buy a gaming laptop and not just a rig?
Uh,
I mean, you
He's
have
a
this
teacher, he's
guy.
poor.
mainly because I'm not.
He can't make that much less
Because
than
we're
I do.
renting right now. I'm waiting till we get a more permanent setup for that.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
not like it weighs 1,000 pounds.
True.
I mean, if you don't get one like what I've got, then yeah, it'll be kind of chunky, but whatever. This thing though is fucking heavy.
Yeah, but it's not like he can't just ask you to help him build it.
Yeah, that too. But but also yeah, if he gets something more traditional and not covered in metal and glass, then yeah, it's not gonna weigh a ton. My case is metal and glass.
I mean, you could just get one like mine that's mostly plastic.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can easily facilitate that because I know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm gonna do Thunderous Sheath now because right, Farland's Charge. Oh fuck! I forgot to. I need to reread these because it's like, yeah, I skipped over it. I need to correct fucking Ray Awakening.
I spelled Raph like the character by pure like muscle memory for a second.
Nice.
I was like, wait a second, not that Raph. Bringing down the wrath of heaven. The
Oh,
flying
wow.
lizard.
Well, depending on what religion you believe in, like feathered serpents was a god.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. There's an Aztec samurai here.
That'd be kind of neat.
It would kind of be neat. Yeah. Wielding like a obsidian sword.
Oh, we were talking about the obsidian lobster earlier.
Don't know what that is.
Bruh. It's a thing for laughs.
It is the most powerful artifact in the game, potentially.
In VTC?
Potentially, yeah.
What is this obsidian lobster?
It is a statue of a lobster.
Made
1
of
to 1
obsidian.
scale, carved from obsidian. It is a weapon.
What is it? It's a weapon?
It's a weapon.
Bludgeoning?
Yes.
No, it does slash.
Yeah, those
I
claws
mean,
are
I was
sharp.
thinking bludgeoning or like the freaking claws pierce people. So, okay, what's special besides its unorthodox shape? What's special about this weapon?
So, Wezzy, the obsidian lobster is a weapon of great and terrible power. If you use it, you will deal damage equal to a number of damage die multiplied times your character level.
Okay, yeah, that could be.
and
Which die is it?
D20. It also ignores
D20.
it also ignores DR and damage guard. The thing is, though, you can only use it once per session.
Once per session.
Yeah, so like I explained to Aiden, so from the PC's perspective, the lobster only has godlike power randomly. So
Yeah.
so let's say we have a session, right? And you guys have one of you has the lobster, and you attack like a fucking mook, like a giga mook with the lobster. You will deal an amount of damage. You'll deal some probably pretty significant damage, and then afterwards, it doesn't deal that damage. It just does your strength modifier as damage. But then and let's say that this session, like the session that we're having for the example, like covers a number of days. The lobster still won't work even after you take a long rest.
Yeah.
And so and then the next session, the lobster will work again once.
Yeah. So depending on like how long a session, like the time of a session, it can literally work like 3 days in a row,
Yeah, or like there could be
or it could
months.
work like between sessions there's like a time skip of 5 years. It didn't work at all.
It didn't work for those 5 years. Yeah, this is why, from the PC's perspective, this thing just randomly has this power.
So
Or like it works
why
like in 3 times in an hour.
why does this thing exist besides the giggles?
Well, it's simple because back when the game shop here in town was open, there was a DM there who had an item that he put in every single campaign he ran, whether he was like reading from a book or homebrewing. This item was a glass staff, which was just a funny way of saying it was a dildo made of glass. And the idea of a DM specific, like, funny item that you just put in kind of stuck with me. So I took that, and for somehow the conversation about that in the game shop led to the obsidian lobster.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so the obsidian lobster will not appear in the artifact codex because it's mine. But every single campaign I run, it has shown up. So yeah, for
It's been there for each campaign.
every single one.
Where wasn't in YOD?
Amnesia had it, he just never used it.
When did he get it?
I don't know, I don't remember, but he got it. Oh yeah, you guys found it in Shura. Because I almost forgot to put it in. But yeah, he found it in fucking Shura, and
That might have been one of the sessions I wasn't there for.
yeah, he found it in fucking Shura and never used it, even though it had a godlike power.
Like,
Was it in the
what
Dagerous
level?
campaign?
Yeah,
Who had it?
I think either Bread Boy or Eminem.
That would explain why it never got used.
Yeah, you guys just don't use it, even though power.
Look, man, I don't like inconsistent power source.
I mean, I mean, it's only inconsistent in such that like, all right, we got like this Giga Mook, smack, he's dead. We skip that fight.
What's the crit range on it?
I think it's maxed out.
No.
Yeah, no, it is maxed. It's got the 1520 times 9.
Is he 20 times that?
Godlike power.
Pair it with that deadly stroke.
Yeah, hit somebody hindered with that thing. Get a crit. Get a nat 20 on that thing. You're doing like times 18 at base with deadly stroke. And then if you have some of the other stuff, you're gonna inflict some nasty effects on that with that thing. Like
It's a grand campaign towards the end, like at least 20 d20.
I mean, if it's a grand campaign, it's gonna be like 100 d20.
saying.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 100 d20. Which, let me roll that out in Discord real fast. So let's say 100 d20, and this is without stats or anything. So 958 damage without stats and without crit.
Multiply that by like 9.
Yeah, exactly. So here, hold on. 100 d20 times 9. Let me put an open parenthesis. So let's multiply that across. 9 over just a little bit over 9,000 damage.
Get that hammer the gap in there.
Get that. Well, the hammer the gap, you would have to use another weapon first,
Yeah.
and then string it, and then for that last hit, you're like, I'm putting it all in the lobster.
Lobsters are offhand.
The lobster is your offhand. You only have enough dual wielding feats to get one attack with it. You're just like, coming in from the left with the lobster. Just obliterate somebody.
It's Brother Raynor with a steel chair.
Brother Raynor with the obsidian lobster.
Nice. Alright. Let me see.
All right. So anyway, back to working on stats. Uh, mhm. Okay. Okay. So did that, fixed that, did that. That's good. Did that. Reverse crescent. That's good. Thunderous sheath. Thunderous sheath. Let's see. I need to find a place to put thunderous sheath. Looks like a good. I don't know. Level 8. That seems okay. Okay. Right. So we got the bonus feat track on there. We're just gonna have to give them some other stuff that they'll probably pull from other classes because they don't have armor tricks, even though they're fighter stuff. So they'll probably get some heavily modified armor stuff that they can do. Oh, yeah, I think I've got a couple of ideas for some ray infused armor tricks that they can do, but I'll wait for you to finish typing. Divide heaven. I like that. I like that. Finding a place to put it depends on what else happens here. Also, I probably should undo the thing where it says class skills Wezzy. Oh, fuck. So, Wezzy, if you
I
scroll
mean,
up,
I think.
hold on, before you
What?
say that, if you scroll up to the top of the document, because I
Oh, I
with
saw
like
that earlier.
yeah, Srel points and class
Rel points.
Srels, yeah, because
Class roles.
yeah, because it replaced all instances of Ki key with Ray, so skill
That's
points,
funny.
class skills.
It reminds me of that joke I put in the Artificer class sheet where it's where it's like roll paint as art.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see.
Actually, let's see. Fighters. I need to look at fighter stuff to figure out when they're gonna start getting armor things. Fighter. Oh, third. Third? That works. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that worked. Spells is one. Hmm. Times the character level of the target if they are evil aligned. Probably should change this.
Hit die, yes, better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
creature like regular monsters don't have class levels.
Yeah, I had that idea in my head. I just I couldn't think of the word hit die. But yeah.
Okay.
And then I was gonna put something about the damage being doubled if it's like an inherently evil creature, like like a demon.
Yeah, I mean most demons are
Yeah.
evil aligned at base, so this kind of just
Yeah.
covers it.
Yeah, I mean, but I think there's something different between like a demon, like doing this against. I think there should be something different about doing this against a demon versus, oh, you found a chaotic evil bandit.
Well,
I think, yeah.
okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. Go ahead and type it out, but I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah. Like here, Aiden's done pissing.
I was wondering where he went. He went silent.
Yeah, he just went to go take a piss.
Target as the what are we calling? Is there a certain name we have for like the demon sub subtype?
No, just demons.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to go just full on like evil, inherently evil creatures, you can go like evil aligned interlopers.
Okay.
So Chilean.
The
Yeah, when the fans on.
is
Yeah.
But yeah,
evil
but no.
mind
Perhaps.
control over. There you go.
This came in the subscription.
And then I would say like
Brick house.
pro.
Pictures.
I would
on-
say probably like a good aligned interloper, like an angel, just wouldn't work on them.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just.
And if the DM running this wants to be even be a jerk about it, they can make it so like the sword hits the user for trying this.
Okay, so breathing down the heaven upon a single target. This technique gives for an action. The evil in the heart of the target. Okay. See, yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe this one should just be open, like early.
You know, if it's
I don't know.
if it's early, I think level 7 is fine.
Yeah, yeah, level 7's good. It's not entirely niche. There's a bit of a sacrifice with the whole like full round action going on here, but I mean, if you're fighting, I mean, I imagine most campaigns are going to have some heroic elements, or most enemies are going to be some sort of evil line thing. Usually, not always.
Hmm.
There's use for this. That's like their version of a smite, essentially.
It is detailed.
Oh yeah, radiant damage.
Yeah, because samurai have access to have access to a lot of different damage types. Like Inferno Draw is fire, Thunderous Sheath is sonic, Farland's Charge is electricity, and piercing. They could do pierce with a scimitar with
Nice.
with Farland's Charge. Yeah, you could do piercing with a scimitar with Farland's Charge. It overwrites that. Okay, so
It tastes almost like raisins.
what'd you pick up? Willow, yeah. Oh yeah, so and here's Ray armor because they're fighters, so they get armor tricks, but it's not gonna be the same. So here's Ray armor. Wait a second. It's not. Hold on. Yeah. See, they've already got their level 20s, which is going to be interesting. If Vengeance and Skatir is really good, we can move it to 2150.
No, I'm thinking this is like I imagine you would need to at least be level 40 for this one. I'm thinking this is like some lost knowledge kind of stuff. I'm thinking here, like this is something passed down by Oda Genji.
Oh, yeah, since he is Skatari.
Yeah. And I imagine like this is gonna do something crazy. I'm not sure what exactly, but there's gonna be a cost.
Wait.
Like,
But
you
Oda
don't do
Genji
this
was old
technique.
Lay-in.
You're not the same after.
No, he joined up with the Lay-ins.
Yeah, but that was centuries after the fall of the Three Great Nations.
Yeah, ask Wezzy, he wrote the character. Because, yeah, Oda Genji
What?
is. So, Aiden's questioning Oda Genji. And he's like, oh, Oda Genji's Skatari. And he's like, wait, I thought he was he joined up with the. I thought he was Old Way, and it's like he joins King Alton the Young in the defense
Yeah.
against the Achaean Empire.
But that was
So
centuries after the fall of Wayas, the fall of Old Skatir.
Yeah, the fall of the three great
Yeah.
civilizations.
he got tricked by Horus essentially, and
Ah.
was essentially time warped.
Horus is playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Horus-
made some kind of deal. I forget exactly what. I'm not sure if I wrote what exactly the deal was, and Horus sent him forward in time, and the closest, essentially, civilization that he found that somewhat reminded him of Skatir, at least their aesthetic, was Old Wayas. And then he helped build them up, and again taught them how to be samurai. And then the boy he watched like grow up died because he was too concerned with fighting Harrow.
It does make
then he-
sense.
Yeah, and then he committed seppuku.
Yeah, see, the Old Way is being reminiscent of Skatir does make sense because the Skitari archipelago is based off of like Japan and China, and Wayas is based off of Mongolia. They're both, yeah, that's all Asian stuff. Haha! It works.
Yeah, I mean, when I got the name Alton from a Mongolian name generator.
See, there we go. It's all covered up aces. It all makes sense. Also, a lot of Kitsune settled in Wayas, and well, they are pretty much the face of the Skitari, considering Kagura.
Are they still there?
The Kitsune.
Yes.
I mean, that's probably the highest concentration of Kitsune. They're not the dominant
Okay.
population, but that's
I know.
that's where you'll pretty commonly
I
find them.
assume most Kitsune like went the way of the old civilization.
I mean, a lot of them did die, but a lot of them also survived.
Okay.
Yeah, when the Diluvian crisis happened after Deus disappeared, a lot of people from the three great civilizations died, and the survivors kind of carried over. And then
I got that part. I just thought there were certain races that didn't make it out.
I mean, the Oni pretty much didn't. Yeah, which is why like an old Skitari warrior would probably mistake an orc for an Oni because of how similar they are. But I mean, an orc's an orc. An Oni is probably closer to an ogre than anything else.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we just kind of spitball it, but yeah. Anyway, samurai. So fucking yeah. They're gonna get armor trick, but they're gonna be way different because they're not exactly fighters.
Now that I think about it, ogres are one of those races that doesn't have a lot of lore
Yeah.
and isn't tied to the three great nations.
Seems like ogres will have been like some of the OG inhabitants of
Yeah, they're native.
Wales.
Yeah, they're native, just like the lizard men and the bug people and dragons.
Are we doing? So what's the verdict on beast folk? Are we still having beast folk here, like rat folk, cat folk,
Yeah,
or
yeah, we are,
Okay.
and a lot of those beast races are Skitari. It's just if you were to go to somebody in Estrella or Deuris and ask them, what is a Skitari? Most of them will first thing that comes to their mind is a Kitsune, but really it's like all the beast races. The Kitsune
Gotcha.
just, won the war.
Gotcha. Okay.
They won the war because of, guile and high magic and, sinner shit.
So
The
the beast
kids-
races are more. The beast races are more mammalian, and the lizard folk are lizards.
Yeah, they're lizards.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna keep the frog people. I'm not sure. We might not. Aiden's doing the gesture where we're not. At that point, creature's gonna have to change if we redo the final fight from YOD.
I mean, he could
I
just
mean-
be unique.
We
One
can. I
frog
mean,
man.
you know, we never ran into really any of them outside of creature.
Yeah, that's true. It was like, wow, creature, you're a
They could be.
frog.
They could be a near, if not already, extinct race,
Yeah, the lizards. The,
which
the
I
lizards wiped them
think
out.
possibly. And also, like, consider this, right? Until like until the year of disaster, the font of life wasn't around. So
Yeah.
I can see something like the birth rates for everyone went down, and maybe some people couldn't sustain themselves.
On top of that, the frogs did. The frogs did live in a swamp, and guess who else lives in the swamp? The
Yeah,
lizards, including
yeah.
the gecko monsters.
Yes.
Speaking of the lizards, does remind me of an idea I had for a second of the large races, like behind the ogres, which is crocodile lizard people.
Oh my god, giant crocodiles.
Rocco man.
Ah!
Yeah,
Crocs. Like just killer croc, but he's a playable character.
yeah. Like Warhammer Fantasy has them. Like you just like even bigger like lizard men. They're just dumber. Like not as strong as an ogre, but slightly smarter.
I like it.
Yeah.
Are you thinking they live in the same place, or are they like in different regions?
I think they're for the same place.
Hmm. Ooh.
Like, because I always imagined it that like the lizard races, so like the crocodiles and like the lizard people, were kind of an offshoot of the dragons.
I have an offshoot of the dragons.
Like they go through like
Yeah,
black dragons and then go down to wyverns and then just further degeneration along the line.
yeah, there's probably a lot of like impure dragon adjacent races like kobolds and shit.
Yeah, kobolds are
Yeah.
another example.
And there's wyverns, what Anisha was.
Yeah, he was part wyvern. He was like part wyvern, part kobold. He was one of those weird,
I think
really
it's like
impure races.
I think at one point he said he was like part wyvern, part kobold, part goblin or something in there, which
Well,
is wild.
kobolds are just like dragon goblins, you know.
Yeah.
So he's like at that point, Amnesia was like 75% dragon and 25% goblin.
Just straight up mud.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
It just reminds me of how I always imagined Wrath as a kobold, and then realized that I was mistaking his description with Amnesia's, and he was like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
That was like the tallest party member. Maybe the wall was taller, but
Well, the
he
wall
wrapped
was
like
only the wall was only taller because he was wearing super heavy armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
he
think
took all that stuff off.
Yeah.
Loses a few inches.
Yeah, Wall was like if you took all of his armor off, Wall was like I think canonically like 6'1", just
Wow.
by himself.
yeah, because if I'm remembering correctly, outside of armor, Wrath was the tallest at like 7'3". Gun was 6'7". I think. Hold on, just a second. Bill, I think, was like like 5'10".
Yeah, but yeah, Bill was like a Bellic, so he doesn't like grow.
Yeah. Oh, Wall was 6'1", and then I want to say, like I remember Heinrich was really tall for a dwarf. Like he was like 5'6".
Yeah, something like that. I
And
think he was 5'4".
5'4".
I think it's
That sounds
5'4".
right.
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah,
5'4". He
and
was
then-
tall for a dwarf.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Amnesia was like three, or not. Amnesia was like really short, and then Creature was like 3 foot tall. He was really fucking tiny.
Yeah. As I always imagine Creature like walking around like Gollum. So I'm not sure what he would have looked like if he stood up straight for
Yeah,
once.
I mean, well, I guess like when Gunn used that thing in his chest to get to like the strength cap, he was the tallest at like 10 feet tall.
Muscle.
'Cause it's just all muscle. Like It's kind of like I imagine it like the tanks from Left 4 Dead,
Yeah.
except he's not, fucking walking like a gorilla. But yeah, fucking I thought it was funny when I finally had the realization that Wrath is not like 5 feet tall.
Oh, he's tall. Yeah, the D20 description of the lizard folk make them on average quite tall. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now if we like make the Croco man, these guys are gonna probably have to be like 8 to 9 feet tall.
No, they're taller than that. They'd be in the large size category.
Yeah, so they're gonna be like
Oh
10
yeah,
feet tall.
10 feet tall. Jeez.
Yeah, because I think ogres, I think out of the playable races, are the biggest and like the physically strongest, and they average, I think, like 14 feet tall. They're massive. Because I think as of right now, there's only like if we include the crocodile people, there's only 3 large races, which is the ogres, the trocs, and the crocodile people.
Ooh, the troughs.
The trucks are PF's bug people.
Yeah,
I see.
I keep forgetting about it because we're gonna do like the Sectoran campaign in like 50 years, but like I was thinking if we were gonna keep them, they would be a sub race of the main bug people. Because like right now they don't really fit in the lore.
Yeah. I mean, since after I'm done with dwarves, the next thing I'm going for is elves. How many types of elves are we sticking to? We have
So let's see.
regular,
We've got
maybe
regular elves.
wood, and dark elves, which aren't really elves, but
Yeah. So in terms of like Dayorine elves, we've got
mhm,
regular elves, we've got snow elves, and that's really it because we're not counting the drow.
okay.
But we probably have like we probably would have like your regular elves are probably like your stereotypical wood elves. You know, like what you're thinking. We've got snow elves. We'll probably have like high elves, which, you know, are dicks, like high elves typically are in fantasy.
They probably kept more of the Dayrine features.
They probably kept more. Yeah, they probably have like some hints of divinity left over.
Some weird caste
Okay.
system because of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
High elven
Okay.
racism is a-okay. Remember that. See, Wesley didn't say anything
Yeah, I
about
imagine
Darkseid.
high elves like, at least in my conception of them right now, I imagine like so certain races they have like what I'm calling sub pantheons, right? They all of them acknowledge that all the other gods exist, but some of them just venerate like these four specifically, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean
The elves, yeah, the high elves, I imagine they like I I like to think that they just like venerate all of them. Like it's kind of laissez-faire, like okay, yeah, cool, you have this god, whatever. Like they're more true neutral in that way, where they just like venerate all of them. Not as equals, but it's like oh yeah, you have your personal deity here. There's no quote unquote elven pantheon. They just worship the pantheon.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially if there's
Orcs worship.
especially we're going with the idea that the high elves still have some
Gaia.
Dayrine mindset still.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They're probably leery of the big schemer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yo, what up? It's me.
The big schemer and his posse of friends.
What? What friends?
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh wait, okay. Just to be sure, who do you mean when you say the big schemer?
Oh, that guy.
Guy got a name?
Oh, you know him. Abyss. You know, the supreme fucker.
Navis?
Yeah, he said that. The mic didn't pick him up well enough.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Galakar at first.
No.
That's why I was like, wait a second. Wait a second.
I don't know if
I'm
I
sensing
consider.
we're talking about two different people.
Yeah, I was gonna say I never considered Gallagher that much of a schemer.
Yeah.
Like
But
out of the Void Pantheon, that was definitely Navis's thing. I mean, you said you read the Orc lore that I wrote. I mean, who did you think was
Yeah,
the
I
guy who showed
assumed that was Navis, but I wasn't actually sure.
Yeah, it is, but I figured I made it pretty obvious to like anybody who knows about him because like he had the right speech mannerisms.
Yeah, the speech man it was the description of what he looked like. I don't think I've read his description of being like darkness.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
fact that
just
you're
one of
playing the fact that you were playing Nendo our current campaign helped tip me off a little bit, but
yeah. Well, so Nabis is he's probably the single god with the most different forms. That's one of its more ostentatious ones. Is the shadow and the flame, which I
the flame.
which I half stole from the Bible and I half stole from Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah. I think Yu-Gi-Oh stole that from the Bible.
Yeah. You know, like the Pillar of Flame.
Oh yeah, it's like yeah, the pillow of flame and the pillow of cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's just I figured like I knew you'd see it my way would be a pretty big tip off.
Yeah. When you guys get up there, there's gonna be these guys with the pointy ears. Never trust them.
They're a bunch of worthless fuckers.
They taste delicious though, so
Oh, real
do
good.
with that information as you will.
They taste absolutely delicious.
Delectable. Eating them will give you special powers.
Some would say they taste divine.
Goodness gracious. Yeah.
So, while he's typing, it just reminds me of how unintentionally a lot of the lore and like the character shit that I do kind of ends up cycling back. Like everything like feeds back into Navis.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
It works out though. I mean, I think it definitely, at least in my mind, helps. It helps me feel like Navis is active, like he's doing things,
Yes.
which is what I wanted to go for since he's the most active of the Void Gods.
Yeah.
Alright, so I put some more stuff in here. I need you guys to read over it to make sure it's okay.
No,
All right. The flickering step.
A ray pressure, flickering step, and crushing ray.
I'm gonna
All
just
right. Sawing a knife with a full samurai can exert force.
you gonna read that out
Force
loud,
of
Lizzie?
his ray.
Oh, hey, that way you don't have to lean forward.
That's fair.
Oh, do you want me to keep reading out loud?
All right, Wezzy, it's read for the class.
All right. Sawing a
Popcorn
knife
reading.
with a samurai can exert the force of his ray to intimidate his enemies and stagger their movement. As a standard action, a samurai can surge his ray as an aura in a radius of 30 feet centered on himself. Creatures in this range must make a will save. Yeah, that makes sense. 10 plus the maximum ray pool plus wisdom modifier is the DC. On a failed save, creatures within the radius are staggered and take a morale penalty equal to the samurai's wisdom modifier. Samurai can spend a ray point to exclude his allies from the effect. Alright, so yeah, I can see an improvement to this later on where they don't have to spend ray to exclude their allies.
Hmm.
But for the first iteration, I think that's fair. What ray is built off of what wisdom? I'm assuming.
No, ray is keyed to just your samurai level because of how it
Oh.
regenerates.
Okay. How's it? Let me read that section. Probably that would help me.
Yeah, so just scroll back up to Ray.
Special or expose it like a hazard. Oh, okay.
I didn't get to finish my thought from earlier.
Guidance,
Unless you're
guidance,
going-
Sinji exposing his ray would just freaking bring someone to their knees. Oh, jeez, too much ray.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you're not gonna like change how it's like keyed later on, like from level, you're gonna hit the point where like at high level people are regenerating their entire key pool of 50 in one turn.
Yeah, if I don't change how it's keyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
Oh,
see.
okay.
I mean,
No, that
do
makes
it
sense.
more.
Since you're like
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
using this like
you get what I'm saying.
they're like burning through this like with each attack almost. If they're like comboing their techniques, some of them.
Well, that and Ray Awakening also has a burn effect.
Hmm.
But anyway,
Yeah, the amount of rays.
Deal
Probably
1,000
she's
points
equal
of
to
burn
okay.
damage.
They get okay. So if they sheave it at the beginning of their next turn, they get their wisdom modifier back.
yes.
Okay. Okay, so let me go back to flickering step. Okay, that sounds cool. Ray pressure. Starting at 11th level. Starting at 11th level, a samurai can use his ray to move with incredible speed. Makes sense. By spending a ray point, a samurai can move up to twice his entire movement speed instantaneously. Movement through this ability is not. Okay, so is it like a teleport effect, or they?
Essentially.
No, they're moving. Okay, it's
Well,
essentially, but like.
it's like mechanically, it's a teleportation effect, but it's a move.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So they are still physically moving through the space.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Oh, I
actually,
want
just
my
gonna
move
ask-
action still.
No. Does teleport tactician work on this?
No.
You may want to designate that this is not a teleport.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that way, when we hit like the point where someone's running, like we're in a grand and someone's playing a samurai, and they don't get kicked by someone using teleport tactician.
Yeah. It's not. It looks like a teleport, but it's not.
Yeah.
The
The naked eye, like the level, the freaking townsfolk who see this happen, they think he casts a spell
Yeah. It's
using a
the
meta magic feat.
it's the flash step from Bleach.
It reminds me of Smog Walk, like has a similar type thing where it like looks like a teleport, but it's not.
Yeah, no, but this is just literally the flash step from Bleach. That's why I went to thesaurus.com and looked up a synonym for flash. It's the flash step from Bleach. The samurai is just a fucking soul reaper from Bleach.
You heard it here first. Yeah.
Yeah,
The greatest artists steal.
I do what?
The greatest artists steal things.
I mean, man, I grew up watching Bleach. All right, Bleach is awesome.
Look, man. There's
No, this
very
isn't.
few
This isn't
things
a.
in
This
that are
is just a
so-
fact of life.
Do what? Was he?
This is just a fact of life. The greatest artists and writers steal things from others.
Yeah.
Look, is it really stealing if we change it?
Yeah, but plus, Bleach is awesome, and I want Samurai to be awesome. So by emulating something that I think is awesome, I think Samurai will be able to be awesome.
Oh no, this isn't a criticism. This is an observation. In this
Yeah.
situation, it has no negative connotation.
I believe the term you're looking for is inspired by, because steal is inherently negative.
we use that. We use steal and inspire interchangeably. Depends on if we're being fuckers or not.
Yeah, but I gotta give Wizzy shit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I have
It's what
enough
I'm
in
here
my toilet. Anywho,
Wizzy,
One,
flush the toilet.
2, 3.
all right, let me go do that real quick.
5, 6, 7. Okay, we got 7 more things to do.
Crushing ray at 17th level. The force of the samurai's ray has become forceful enough. I would just say powerful enough there because we're using force twice.
Yeah, it's true.
Powerful enough to damage creatures and the environment Oh, you can do your Dragon Ball Z power up, break the earth. When a
Again,
samurai uses ray, pressure all creatures and objects. Oh, really? Is that
no,
in
no,
the
Wesley,
radius?
it's literally just spiritual pressure from Bleach.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
literally just that.
I've only seen like 3 episodes of Bleach. So
Oh, Wesley, it. I mean, original Bleach is one of the original big three.
yeah.
It's getting there to that classic status. It's awesome. The new seasons that are coming out are even cooler.
I mean,
Oh, it's still going.
Well, they took a
no.
big hiatus so that the manga could, do stuff. Now they're doing the Blood War arc, and it is awesome.
I think out of the big three Bleaches, the only one that's still active. Because I'm pretty sure One Piece ended and Naruto ended first.
Oh, finally, One Piece is over.
I mean, I think.
The curse has been lifted.
I
I
thought One
guarantee
Piece was
that.
still going.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it? I thought it
Look this
ended.
up.
Son of a... Now I gotta look.
Maybe the manga ended, but not the anime. I don't know.
Either way,
Yes.
fucking either way, yeah. No, I just ripped this whole class from fucking Bleach, and it's gonna be awesome.
I mean, if I was gonna watch any of the big three, it'd be Bleach.
Oh hell
I'm
yeah!
not watching One Piece
Oh,
or Naruto.
Okay.
I've seen Naruto
So
twice.
One Piece, Google says like, now this is again Google's AI, so grain of salt.
Yeah.
One Piece has not ended as of today, but the creator has stated that the story is nearing its conclusion and is in the final saga.
Okay, so
People
soon.
are thinking it's going to end in April.
Okay, so
Okay,
soon.
so I was slightly off.
Yeah.
Damn you, Wezzy, for
All right.
reading
Anywho,
knowledge.
objects in the races take
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage
All right,
equal to
give me
the
just a second. I gotta
Samurai's
switch
wisdom
Discord's
modifiers.
output over again because.
Wisdom modifier is kind of weak.
Okay, there we go. All right, so Wesley, I did not catch what you said. If you said something. Well, it's not the idea. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'll figure it out. I was just basically just spitballing ideas, or just again more stealing from Bleach.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go take a piss while you guys
You do that.
read and whatnot.
Read this.
Oh, hold on, Wesley. I had to turn off my background music. Let me just. Yeah, I agree that wisdom modifier is kind of weak. Well, at low level. Actually, I've got a different idea. Which it's basically what you're saying, but it's just half the amount of ray that they have. So it like max ray. So it's like if they're level 20, it's wisdom times 10. Yeah, so I realized that while I was in there, I could not hear you, but I could still hear Wessie. Fantastic. Yeah. So you heard what we said. I heard what Wessie said. Okay, so what I was proposing is that we change the damage to be wisdom modifier multiplied by half the maximum amount of ray.
Yeah,
So-
that works.
Yeah, so like the example I put was if they're level 20, it's their wisdom multiplier by multiplied by 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. Makes standing up a little hard. I haven't stretched this stream, so my back hasn't locked up.
That doesn't make you feel old at 22.
Like I said, I wish I could do that. Anyway, yes, it's related to damage equal to the same rise wisdom modifier.
If the stream might pick that up. I doubt it did, but it'd be funny. We have sort out of tea, what you got?
I got Dr. Pepper.
Bruh.
I don't know why I did that.
You know, this reminds me of the last time you did that with Dr. Pepper and you spilled it on my fucking laptop.
This is not a McDonald's cup.
It's close enough because it's still Dr. Pepper.
Look, alright, the fucking lid is not going to just pop off because I accidentally squeezed it a little bit too hard.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past you.
Well, your laptop's not here.
I can go get it.
I would prefer you not, because I don't want to test fate, because God, being the bastard he is, would cause a repeat of history. Wesley, are you still alive? Okay. Yeah, also, I realized that Stream can no longer pick you up because Discord is being a little bit of a fucker. Alright, Wesley, say something, because Stream is no longer picking you up.
Hello.
Yeah, alright, it's working now.
Man,
He hit us with the wrath hello.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's just... Ever since he stopped playing Wrath, he's never said hello quite the same. Like,
I think you're right.
because, like...
Every time we meet a new NPC, hello.
Hello!
Yeah, because I swear he used to do like that, just, hello!
Yeah, you used to say it like that, like, hello! It was
Hello.
really... Yeah, it was really kind of funny, because every time a new NPC, wrath, hello! Okay. You just greet every
Even
new
not even
NPC.
new NPCs, like old ones. Like we go back to Cyril's place for the 80th time. Hello.
Yeah, and Sarah's just there like, well, Wrath greeted me. And then Heinrich would be like, Mr. Sarah. We're like, okay.
Yes, Mr. First Name.
Like a
That's-
Spanish maid.
Yeah.
Heinrich's just a dwarven Spanish maid.
The dwarf will return for my next campaign.
The dwarf.
Sweet.
The dwarf.
That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to get him back.
Oh, it's been forever. God, I think the last time we thought about having Wrath in or not Wrath, Heinrich in a campaign is the War of Zealots and Deadmen,
Yeah.
where that doesn't turn out so good for him.
Yeah, possibly not. Depends on what the PCs do.
This is
Mr.
true.
Rufus Urbeck.
Yeah,
we were like, all right, Urbeck, what's his first name? I was like, I don't know. Rufus. And then he's bald because he's fucking Rufus from Kim Possible.
He's the naked mole rat.
No, he's a man, but he's just bald because we were like, yeah, what if we just make him bald? Because Rufus from Kim Possible. Like, so, some of the inspirations for different things in this fucking universe are, like these complex, well thought out things that, have all kinds of links to different things throughout history and different pieces of art. And then you have Rufus Urbeck, whose first name and the fact that he's bald come from the fact that I just spat that out. Was like, what if he's like Rufus from Kim Possible?
and we rolled with it because we're bad at using names.
And we rolled with it because it was better than nothing. Rufus.
Yeah, like, oh man, it's been so long. Like, was it like Corside the Bloodless? I had a reference to that for something else, but it's been so long I've forgotten what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna forget some of them, but
Oh.
others is just like, oh yeah, it's this.
Yeah. No, I remember. Like he's from the Hellboy comics. Koshi the Deathless.
Yeah, because
Ah, yes.
fucking Jalatier Krantz is just, Wesley, you'll get this one. It's just John from Hanover. John Krantz.
John Cran.
Some
I don't
guy.
think I ever met John Fans.
You probably wouldn't because he's a psych professor, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put John in the game just for fun. We're gonna make John the most religious motherfucker to ever exist.
Is he like super atheist or something?
No, but I mean, maybe he's not like a super atheist, but I would not be surprised if he is religious, but I would not be surprised if he is an atheist. But I just thought, you know what? I like John. I'm gonna put John in the game.
He'll never be like us though, having psyoped ourselves into being Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird thing that's gonna happen in the future. Because right now we've psyoped ourselves into Christianity. We're gonna psyop ourselves into Catholicism, and it's gonna be really strange.
What do you mean by psyop yourselves?
Well, you see, Wezzy, when you make jokes about something consistently enough and like do things ironically consistently enough, eventually it becomes unironic.
Yes, I've seen this happen.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening with the Christianity. Is Aiden and I have like been ironically Christian in consistently enough that it's starting to be real.
Yeah, that's not how that works, but more
Hey,
power to you
Wizzy.
two, I guess.
Who are you to say what and what is not part of
Wezzy,
faith?
Wezzy, who are you to judge how we found our faith? You papist.
You fucking elitist dog.
You fucking papist.
Well, we're told to judge rightly.
This
That's
fucking
me
guy.
judging rightly there.
This fucking guy. This not only do
Yeah,
we
no,
pal around.
not ironically. When people say, "Oh, Christians aren't supposed to be judge, aren't supposed to judge things," no, we are told to judge rightly.
Man, fucking not only do we pal around with the most powerful racist in the country, he's also a papist. Ugh. I don't know, Wesley. That might be the final straw. That might be the only straw.
Oh dear.
Pride before a fall.
Oh hell. Oh, that's funny. All right, we got 7 fucking things we gotta do for this class before before it's technically done.
Hey man, this is a solo stream. I'm just here to meme.
It's working.
I'm just here to slow down the process.
It's working. Yeah.
like a clockwork.
Yeah, it's fine though. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I thought about
My
it
goal
when
here is to finish this absurd ability that should only show up after level 40.
perfect.
Yeah. Oh fuck. But yeah, this is. Yeah, I still have to. Shit. I just realized the stuff that I was gonna steal from Seven Nights 2 is on my phone. You know, the camera for the live stream. I'm gonna have to put it on the Google Drive later and apply them. Yeah, because Teo is awesome. They really dumbed him down for Seven Nights 2, and I don't like that. But hey, I quit playing that game, so I don't care. I'm glad I quit playing that game. Jesus, I have more time to focus on Azure Lane now.
Ooh, he stopped playing one gacha game and plays another.
Well, hey, Azure Lane has way more anime titty, so I guess that's why it attracted me.
Just going in hentai, man.
Yeah, I could do that, but it's more interactive with Azure Lane.
There's more options on in hentai.
There are.
Oh, I was gonna say, don't try to contest that there isn't.
No, you're right. You're right. It's just, I don't know. I like my not hentai game to be interactable. I like my hentai games to be interactable too, I guess. All right, guys. I'm gonna boot up Honey Pop and not hide my Steam presence. You will know that I'm playing a hentai game.
You are no coward.
I am no coward. I will play my hentai games openly and proudly. I will buy Castle in the Clouds DX.
Leslie joined the Steam library. Share it with us.
Share Castle in the Clouds DX with us. We bought it. One of us bought it for you for Christmas.
Did.
You did, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I think I bought a Honey Pop.
Oh shit. Tomorrow's Black Friday.
Tomorrow is Black Friday.
Fucking time to look for another Christmas present for Wezzy.
Yay!
Please, no more hentai games, Santa.
Wezzy, what do you mean no more hentai games?
Please, no more. He's basically begging. Please, no more hentai. Wesley, you're not even spending the money for them, so you can't have the excuse like, oh, I can't. I spent all my money on hentai games.
Are you really not going to accept the gift that I give you?
My friends spent all their money on hentai games for me.
Out of
As
respect,
a
I
meme.
play one at least once.
Yeah, I'll buy him orc massage.
What?
He can play it. Yeah, he could play it once and then
Alright.
not get to the hentai.
So yeah, so Orc Massage is a game, is a hentai game where you play as an orc who massages various fantasy race women, including an elf, a harpy, the mermaid girl is there.
I think the dragon girl's in the game now.
I think the dragon girl's in the game now, and the
leopard lady.
the leopard lady.
The tiger. She's a tiger.
Yeah, who's a cop.
Hold on, let me see how much this game costs right now.
Oh my god. Oh.
$12.
$12 for orc massage. Also, yeah, fucking Snowbreak has a massage mini game where I saw it. I was like, hey, I played orc massage. I got this down. And the funny thing is, the adjutant in Snowbreak doesn't do like the shuffle that the orc does, which I thought is like, oh, that's kind of disappointing. It'd be really funny if they put that in.
Wait, Fate Stay Night is a hentai game?
Yes,
That's $24.
All-
I'm not paying that much.
all of the Fate VNs are hentai.
Huh.
Yeah, fucking. That's why that meme. That's why that meme that I had on my iPhone was like the fucking Fate Stay Night logo. All right,
I'm
Yeah.
under the hentai tag.
all right. That's why what was I saying? That's why there's this meme that I have on my old iPhone where it's the fucking Fate Stay Night logo and it says like I got sucked off by historic King Arthur. Like, yeah, that's fate. That is exactly fate.
This reminds me.
That
Like,
joke
one of-
works on two levels there.
Yeah, it does.
One of these days, I would love to do an in-person dev session with Wezzy so I could see his fucking reactions to what we say.
To some of this shit. I mean, he was exposed to me in college, and I've only gotten better and worse.
I know, but like,
There's a
I
lot,
feel like,
there's a lot of grimacing and head shaking.
Yeah, there
Like-
is.
I
And
feel like
laughter.
his reactions would be priceless. Also, I've never met Wezzy, so it's a good excuse. At least in person.
Well, you heard it here first, Lizzie. We're gonna break into your house and do a dev session.
You have no say.
Yeah, don't worry, Wesley. I'll turn on the camera for live stream. Be like, hey everybody, welcome to the session. And then you're just gonna be, handcuffed to a chair, and Aiden's gonna be holding a gun to your head while we do the session.
You know what reminds me of? Like the freaking cutscenes in a Sonic Adventure 2 with like Gerald Robotnik tied up? That's
Yeah.
what I'm picturing when you say these things.
Yeah, it's gonna be exactly that. It's gonna be exactly that. Be like, hi everyone, we've committed breaking and entering, and we're holding Wesley hostage. I have admitted this on live stream.
His wife said it was cool.
Yeah, Diana consented, and so it's fine.
It's all the consent we need.
I told her you two about the last time you talked about doing this,
Yeah.
and I think her reaction was to the hypothetical phone call you give her. It's like Jerry's like, "Okay, can you give him back, please?" It's just,
Yes. We're like, when we're done.
Wait, was this like the theoretical where we like show up and attack you at your high school and kidnap you?
Yes.
We'll give you back
Perfect.
eventually, and relatively unharmed.
Just don't resist.
Just don't resist, Wezzy. When I sneak
Not a
up behind you with the
Rogue
rag,
One here.
when I sneak
You're
up
being
behind
much
you
rude.
with the rag covered in chloroform and go shh 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 shh, shh, then you just don't limp. It'll be okay. We'll give you back eventually. You might endure some mental trauma, but physically you will be unharmed.
You're being rescued. Please do not resist.
Yeah.
Wesley,
You are
we're
being
doing-
rescued. Please do not resist.
Wesley, we're doing a dev session. You know, fucking Wesley, we're doing a dev session. Don't resist. Come on. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's just me. It's just me. Shh, shh. It's okay. It's not one of the kids from your class.
I would love to see like in this theoretical like your students' reactions to this.
Where they just see me just toss you into the back of my car after chloroforming you, and I just look at the kids like, "Don't worry, I know Mr. Wesley. Anyway, as you were children," and they just drive off.
Back to your no, it's study hall children.
It's study hall kids. I'll show up dressed up in the clothes I used to wear when I was a therapist, and be like, "Study hall kids."
Hey Wesley, you have Honey Pop in your
Yeah.
library, right?
You do. I
I
gave it to
played
him.
it once.
It's Bejeweled, but anime.
Honey Pop 2,
Yeah,
Wesley?
and then discussing how I'm bad at Bejeweled.
Oh yeah, we did. We did make fun of him for being bad at Bejeweled.
Yeah,
I
we
am
did.
also bad at Bejeweled, wait a minute. But I played enough Mirror and Honey Pop that I'm okay at it now.
If I had to give Honey Pop a score out of 10, with 5 being like a C plus kind of score, I would say like 5.3. But that's like it's just not my game.
Oh, don't worry, Wesley. I'll get you Honey Pop 2.
Oh my
It'll
god.
be possibly better.
Threesomes.
I don't think the sequel's gonna be that much of an improvement for me, man.
Wesley,
Fine,
you
we'll
cannot
get
tell
him-
me you're that bad at Bejeweled.
Fine, we'll get him Honeycam Studio. That
It's
one's
not. It's not
Bejeweled.
just the bejeweled part of it. It's just not into dating sims.
Wesley cannot speak to women.
Wesley, am I gonna have to find another Castlevania hentai game for you?
Wait, we can get him Wedding Witch. That's vampire. That's like that Vampire Survivors game, but hentai game. Or wait, no, I saw one recently where it's like Animal Crossing, but hentai.
I mean, Wedding Witch is only $3.34.
Hell yeah.
You don't have to keep buying me hentai games. I really don't need them.
Wesley,
I kind of appreciate if you stop.
No, Wesley, we must do this as a meme because it's really funny. And you're giggling, so that counts as you laughing, which means we're off the hook. Thank you, The Simpsons, for teaching me that.
yeah, I mean, come on.
Thanks.
I know you find it funny.
Yeah, you just like, oh god, what do they bought me this year
Oh,
for Christmas? And then
One third of me finds it funny.
That's enough.
Yeah, see, that's enough to get us. That's enough. You laughed, we're off the hook. And besides, it's always it's always funny to imagine like on Christmas Day, you're like, oh boy, I can't wait to see what those idiots bought me this year. And then the Steam notifications pop up like more hentai.
I imagine like the Legend of Zelda da-na-na-na, it's a fucking hentai game.
Wesley's digging through his Steam gifts. Honey Pop, Castle in the Clouds DX, Wedding Witch.
Oh, should I get the art book? It's $4.
The art book. I'm not looking through that.
Wesley.
Wait, it's on Steam. You need the R18 patch to get the actual like H images, which the R18 patch is not on Steam. You have to download it from the official website.
Man.
Wesley now rapidly types in to block that website. Like nope, 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 nope.
Like, what I'm expecting is like in like 20, 30 years, like Wesley will like hand off his Steam account to his kids and they're gonna open it and like half his fucking library is gonna be hentai.
Yeah, they're like, Dad, why do you have so many hentai games? What's wrong with you?
No, but at that point, I would have purged them.
Yeah, at that point, he's like, well, you see, you remember the guy who, chainsawed a bunch of guinea pigs in a flatbed truck and hooked that up to speakers? And they're like, yeah, that guy's crazy. Like, yeah, it was that guy who did that.
OD'd on Mountain Dew. Him.
Yeah, I'd be like, it was that guy. He did that. Him and his nephew did that to me. So, yeah.
Hey, you mean Mr. Mountain Dew Man? Yes, son, Mr. Mountain Dew Man.
Yes, the Mountain Dew man bought me hentai games, and he's like, Dad, I don't believe you. That sounds like a bullshit cover up. The fuck's wrong with you? Just admit it.
Wait a
Dad, I
minute.
thought Mountain Dew Man was just the story you told us as kids. No, he was real.
No, he's real.
How does this count as hentai?
Have you guys seen the movie Secondhand Lions?
No.
Okay, there's a scene at the end of that movie where there's this kid who essentially like the movie's about this kid who lives with his two great uncles who are like
Oh,
kind of
yes.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of that movie, this like at the end of the movie, this guy comes and he had came all the way from like Saudi Arabia to meet these guys because his grandfather had told him about these guys who how they had outsmarted him out like a whole bunch of money and this woman he's gonna add to his harem. He's like, yeah, he's the only guy who outsmarted my grandfather. And then his cousin is like, wait, those guys in great grandpa's stories lived? They're like, yep, they were real. You just make that up.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, Wesley, it's gonna be, it's, your kids are gonna be like, Mountain Dew Man was really good, be like, yes, and then the camera's gonna cut to like the ruins of a building, and it's gonna be just like the ending monologue of you telling one of those stories, and then it's gonna be just like the end of it's gonna be like the end of FNAF's sister location when like Springtrap comes out of the darkness. I'm just gonna like rise out of the dark of this building. Like, I'm just gonna be like, Wezzy, I'm gonna find you. I gotta hold on. Let me find that video. Let me find that video
It's
so
a
that way I can
long
properly.
sip of Code Red. Wesley, I'm coming for you.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it and I can just send it to you so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, here it is.
Pop is $2.
Damn, that's a good deal. Anyway, Wesley, it's gonna be this fucking scene where you're telling like one of these, like halfway through the camera panning, it's gonna turn to like me monologuing, and then just out of the darkness, I just get up like I'm gonna come and find you, Wesley. Fucking Springtrap cutscene, just Wesley, I'm gonna find you. It's like the ruins of like a Domino's or a Mountain Dew factory. I just rise up out of a vat. I was dipped in a vat. I was dipped in green water. I was dipped in a vat. Look what they done to me.
Why is this one $45? No, don't put it on my wish list, Steve. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not buying this one for you. That description was all I needed.
Hold on, let me see. I need to read this. I need to read this description. Go to the thing so. Oh my god! Oh, why? Oh, I love Steam. I love Steam.
Wait a minute.
I know what we're doing after stream. Oh hell! Oh, we've taken
way too long for this bit.
we have taken a huge aside. We still need to do like 7 different things for this. Fuck, we probably another technique. Probably another technique. I think we need to do an. I think I need to do another. I need to do another sheath technique.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
that way it's a little bit more balanced.
whatever we don't do today, we can just do tomorrow.
Yeah, I could.
But
Yeah.
let's still try to get it done.
Or I could just do it before you get here. Like,
Yeah.
just put it on the back end because we had a lot of fun with random asides and whatnot. Oh, that's funny.
Subjecting fucking Wezzy to mental torture.
It's what we do. He got used to it when we were roommates. That's why he spent so much time with Diana. I think I told somebody. I think I told you on a phone call. Like, yeah, that's why I always used to say Lacey was cheating on me with Diana.
Yeah.
And she knew it was good humor. Yeah, I think that was last Wednesday. I think that was last stream.
It was either that or
Yeah, I
Saturday.
caught a bit of that.
So, Wesley, remember how I would every time you'd be like, "Oh, I'm going with Diana," I'd be like, "Oh, you're gonna spend time with that homewrecker, that hussy." You know, And I even said something similar to that in front of her, and she got a good laugh out of it. Like, all right, good. She's got a good sense of humor. Good job, Wesley. She's a keeper.
Well done, Wizzy. I do not know this
Thank you.
woman, but I approve.
You know,
That's
my
nice
my
coming from
quality
you.
of life has greatly improved. Not that it was awful beforehand, but certain things are handled that what I had to spend way more time thinking about and doing had I not been with her. So
Yeah, Wesley's no longer subject to his dad's horrifying dentistry experiments.
Maybe one day he'll even regrow facial hair.
That was his mom that did that.
Yeah, I
Admittedly.
know, but it still applies.
It still applies. Yeah,
my mom
that's
who did
still.
what?
Remember when your mom told you to shave with Nair?
That was like, yeah, that was like my mustache only though. But that
Okay.
was
Oh,
now that
that's
you say that,
no.
I think about how that may have had side effects.
Wait, so can you not grow a mustache?
He can
I
just
can
not
grow a
well.
mustache, but it never gets like super thick.
So wait, are we talking like a pedostache?
No, we're talking like beginning of puberty, teenager scraggle.
Yeah,
Okay, so Wezzy,
it
you
it
can.
just gets like that, but like the hairs get longer.
So
It doesn't
basically,
really. Yeah.
so basically, 1 year for Christmas, instead of hentai games, I'm going to just take off my mustache and transplant it to look.
Jeez.
uh,
That's gonna be disgusting.
I mean,
Wesley, I'll clean it. I'll wash it. I'll throw it in the washer first and then deliver it to you.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have not been. I can kind of grow a beard, but again, it's kind of the same deal.
Okay,
But yeah,
so
my facial hair game is what, as the kids might call, weak.
He's basically just like a teenager, essentially.
oh no, like I'm just imagining like Wezzy from like his like wedding pictures, but with like a chin strap, and no.
I mean, last time I grew out my beard a little bit, I was the hairs I could kind of group together and pull. Okay, that's something, but again, it was not anything to write home about at all. So I just kind of periodically shave it once things get unwieldy, like the hairs in my mustache start going into my mouth, and that's annoying.
Yeah, no, I know that feel.
Yeah, so
It's been happening to me more frequently now. It's like, man, it's fucking almost December. Should I do this?
no. You just need to like trim it. You don't look right without facial hair.
It's because you've gotten so used to me just neglecting shaving.
Yeah, it still doesn't look right.
I mean, I could say the same about you if you were to shave.
I don't shave.
No.
I don't shave off my beard. Never happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when I hit middle age if the hair really comes back in that time, but we'll see.
If not, I guess we're gonna have to pay for Wesley's hair transplant.
How much is that gonna
I'm
run me?
not doing
I
that.
have no idea. Well, Wesley, this will be during the kidnapping. You won't have a choice. And then you'll come back with a fresh, vibrant Jared Bates beard. Yeah.
Oh dear, that's
Courtesy of your friends,
not even sure where
GZewewelous.
that man's mouth is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm halfway convinced he doesn't have one.
It's like skinny Eggman, but instead of a mustache, he's got a beard.
He's got a mustache and a beard. It's great. Dr. Bates was hilarious, which
Yeah, he was pretty funny.
yeah. I mean, just being in formal logic, and then just in the middle of lecture without breaking rhythm at all, he makes a masturbation joke and then finishes what he's saying and turns around with this look on his face, and then you just see the room slowly start to put together what he just said, and all the girls in the back of the class start turning red, and it's like, okay, this is all right. He's a funny guy. This is good. All the
Once heard a
philosophy.
story of him going up to a different professor and like it was around Valentine's Day. He said, "Hey, you got any plans for Valentine's Day?" And the professor goes, "My girlfriend broke up with me." It's like, oh,
Oh shit!
like oh, sorry, didn't mean to go there.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Jesus.
Oh, that almost reminds me of the time where I was in a video call during the master's program, and somebody posted an Amazon link to a book, and it was called the title of the book was called like The Therapist in Me or something. But the way that I had the way that I had the chat box sized, the word therapist was broken up. And somebody, the instructor asked, like, does anybody have any questions? I was like, yeah, why did somebody post a link and it says the rapist in me? And then somebody went, what? I was like, what? Yeah, it says that right there in the chat box. And it's like, that says the therapist. And then I extended the chat box. And I went, oh no! Oh, I just went, oh no, I blundered. And
That was one. It's amazing how therapist is made of those two words. Of all the words to be made out of.
yeah, it's like, no, yeah. And I just sat there. I was like, oh, and everybody was just losing their fucking minds. I went, oh god, okay. You know what? Eventually I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything for the rest of class if that's okay. Like, oh.
Yourself
And
in
then
timeout.
I was like, no, not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna mute my microphone. I'm gonna turn my video off for a minute so I can freak out. Then I'm gonna come back and we're all gonna be good. It was one of the singular funny things that happened during the master's program. Another funny thing was me talking to somebody in New Hampshire, and she suggested, like, what if I was like a therapist and and I did therapy through OnlyFans, and I was like, well, instead of paying pro bono, they could pay pro boner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, and that got a nice chuckle. I did also get some looks for making that joke, but that's just the kind of crowd that was there.
Prudes, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I thought it was funny. The person I was talking to, got a chuckle. So it was like, all right, well, the intended audience laughed. So that's a success for me. In that master's program, there were not many laughs or good times, but the couple that were there, I do remember fondly.
Man, look at Wesley still doing work while we fucking bullshit.
That's what this has turned into. This is what happens when this is what happens when, I do a solo stream, people show up and distract me.
Yeah, you guys have. I'm not done with it yet, but you guys have any ideas about this technique here?
Let me actually read it because I haven't been doing that.
Yeah, I'm not quite done yet, but yeah, it's a doozy. But again, this would be like level 40, probably more like level 50 kind of stuff.
This could be the 50 big boy capstone. Forces to attack and damage increase with each attack with the samurai's maximum rate multiplied by its strength modifier. Jesus Christ!
Oh, this almost sounds like the capstone.
Yeah, it is. It probably will be, but Jesus Christ! It does burn all your ray though, so that's a nice balancer. Yeah. But still,
and there's probably some risk of corruption going on at the end of this.
Yeah, but that'll be more of an RP thing than anything else.
I mean, I think there's a situation where RP and mechanics can be married.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The critical multiplier.
Yeah, I do.
Is
and these damage classes, with the right feats, gonna be fucking brutal.
Yeah. Every attack.
Hammer the gap. Ooh.
Hammer the gap on top of this. Oh my goodness.
I mean, hey, more fierce, more savage, and more precise. Hammer the gap.
Yeah.
No, bro, he's not using a hammer. I use my sword.
There's no gap between him and the enemy. He's right on top of him.
No, I'm gonna use my sword as a hammer. Just flip it sideways.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it to the back of the blade.
Hit it with the fucking turn it length.
Yeah, hit it with the flat.
Just hit it with the flat.
Okay, that's good. This technique is full round action that expends all of the samurai's ray. After. Oh yeah, after this. Like, need
Yo,
after
onigiri,
this technique is complete,
jelly donut.
the
Oh, see,
jeez,
you
I
know,
spelled Murai
you know what this is?
must she sorry, go on.
Not you. This is the perfect example. Keep typing, Lizzie. This is the perfect example, and it's on stream, so it's evidence of what happens when we're physically in the same room.
Yeah, it is. It just devolves into just idiocy. It's great though. All right. Well, yeah, I need to transfer the Seven Nights 2 stuff so I can finish this out, and I'll be able to just pound that out tomorrow
What did you put it on your phone?
in the photos because I took screenshots.
Can't you just?
Yeah, I'll just transfer them to Google Drive and then just port them over.
Oh, wait.
So I'll just start closing tabs because let's see. I'm gonna highlight these so that way I know which ones I need to do.
Not doesn't need anything more.
Jared, real quick question. Give me a really quick rundown on what Damon is all about, because the Chronicles notation says he's all about evil, but it says that's a rework in progress.
So
What's his
Damon-
deal?
Damon is chaos.
Chaos. Okay.
Yeah, no, Angayo and Damon started off as good and evil, but then I was like, nah, that's not objective. So I switched it up to order and chaos.
Oh, we could just make it objective.
I mean, it depends on the universe you're dealing with. If you want to have an objective evil and good in this universe, sure, but yeah, law and
No.
chaos work too.
Oh, come on. Objective good and evil is lame.
I don't think so.
This is why you're the
Of
third.
course,
dev.
the papist would say that.
This is why I'm what?
Oh, I said this is why you're the third dev.
We need, yeah. Wesley brings a fresh perspective because you and I are functionally similar.
Yeah. We need the Wezzy perspective.
Yeah, this is why there are times during other streams where it's like, Wesley, I know you're out there in the chat. Reveal yourself. We need assistance. And then you're not there, and then we just figure it out. Like, all right, fine. Wesley did not heed the call. We didn't walk into the bathroom and say his name in the mirror 3 times.
Jared, I work in mysterious ways. I heeded the call, you just didn't see.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, nice try, Wesley. I already know that Kate Johnson, aka Billy Mays, is like God, and also a coward.
Kate Johnson here.
Yeah.
I hope she's doing all right.
She probably is. Her and Dawn.
Because of his name is Dawn.
Dawn. Yeah, I forgot. It's like, oh shit, that was my advisor. How did I forget? Dawn, if you ever see this stream, my bad. It's been a number of years though. It's been a number of years, and I'm critically insane.
This is true.
See, I even have backup for that claim. Source, it's just true. All right, trust me.
Source.
All right,
made the
so-
fuck up.
What's the DC for this? So after doing all this, they have to make a will save DC. So I need DC,
10.
and I also need a consequence for failing.
Let's see, 10 plus.
It's gotta be high. Ready pool plus something else.
That plus.
Well, no, that would be like their level.
Yeah, basically.
No, raise isn't it? No, it is.
Ray is key to level.
Well, it's still probably need something else because that's 50.
Plus,
Yeah. Plus number of blows landed.
okay.
It's gonna be 57.
Yeah, hold on just a second.
Why
Wait,
did
no, it'd be
you-
67.
Okay, but that's not that much.
Hold on. Uh,
They're just gonna do wisdom mod.
hold on, I'm thinking about how to word this. So the number of blows landed.
Increases by 5. Oh.
Uh,
What?
Something chaos related.
uh,
Mutates? Oh, or takes chaos damage. That works.
uh,
Okay, how fucked up do you want this to be?
I mean,
I was thinking
it
just
needs to be
all of it. Again.
all of it, all the damage they did.
Well, I mean, if it's
But,
the 50 cap,
if it's the 50 cap and you're, I mean, this could.
But also, like, we want it to be attractive enough that someone actually wants to use the ability.
yeah, I mean, essentially doubling your damage for the entire round, but it's chaos damage.
It's like on a failed save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I was gonna say like sheathing the sword inside them, so like stabbing themselves at the end gives some kind
Sudoku.
of bonus to the save.
Uh,
Oh, this is on them.
yeah.
I misread this.
Yeah. Either advantage or yeah, I'd say reduce the DC. It's probably better.
Fuck, that was
Uh,
Emerald. Okay, so it takes. Wouldn't that make it too easy?
I would say that the damage they take by stabbing themselves should be fixed.
no,
And you don't get
I mean,
DR for this.
it's gonna be your weapon damage when you stab yourself.
Yeah, because. Hold on. Okay, because I was gonna say if you take away the full thing, you're gonna get what, like 17, assuming no crits.
Yeah, so it's add 25 to 17, and that's assuming no crits. Which if you land no crits, but you're using this, God hates you.
I mean, yeah, but we gotta factor in stuff for like Leslie.
Wesley's next luck. Oh god.
Okay, but I think we'll just have to test it.
Yeah,
It might be something we have to hotfix.
yeah. We'll leave it as it is and just kind of see what happens.
The ability is supposed to be a little broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think just making it incredibly easy to like beat if you just stab yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like so maybe it does half total HP when you stab yourself.
But that could be more than like the fourth you would take if you just. Oh no, you did change it to equal. Okay, I was gonna say if it was what it was before, where it was just a fourth of the damage you dealt during the full round.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a fourth, then if you just take half your HP at like epic scaling, like when you're a mythic, that's gonna be more damage.
Yeah.
But-
Well, I think we have. I think just looking at it on paper, we have to actually see it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
also if you did half, you have to system shock.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So we'll
I mean,
see.
so maybe here's the deal. Maybe it's either or. Either you risk the save and then you get to keep some of your
I've seen
HP, most of your HP, or you essentially take half your HP in System Shock, and that's the you're gambling either way.
Yeah, well,
Right? You're gambling on the chaos damage versus you're gambling on System Shock.
yeah, I think we just have to. I think we have to actually just see it in action.
So what happens if they succeed?
Oh, we didn't actually put that on there.
Okay, so this is
You take the damage anyway.
Must make a will set to resist the to resist the chaotic energy flowing through them. We just
So
add a
if
sentence
they-
here.
so wait, if they succeed, then they take no damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are dumping your entire rate pool for this and your full round.
Yeah, but
Again, I
This
think we
needs
need
more.
to see it. I think we need to see it first, and then we refine it. Because I mean, this is iteration 1 that we're working on. It is going to get changed.
yeah, it just like looking at it and looking at the negatives, it needs more
Yeah.
because right now,
Well, this is
it-
also not include like feat stuff.
say that again.
This isn't factoring in feats and whatnot.
That's not gonna make it any worse.
Oh.
It's gonna make it more
Yeah.
imbalanced.
Yeah.
So the problem
Maybe
that I'm seeing-
exhaustion
Yeah,
if they
what
save.
I- yeah, because what I was gonna say is like, let's just say you do this, and for the purpose of this, let's just say you have 1,000 wisdom, whatever. You don't need to be anywhere near that. Well, actually, no. Let's just say you have 50 wisdom. You do this, you pass the save, you take no damage, and you dump all of your
Ray.
you dump ray. You get it back next turn. You do it again.
Yeah, this just I put a sentence in there to their ray won't. It'll there'll be a delay in your ray regenerating.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Cooldown on this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this-
like you're not. Yeah, and this. I mean, if you use this, you're dumping everything, so you're locking yourself out of all your other techniques. Even a bunch of your class features, you're locking yourself out of. But that's the point. That's the point behind. It's probably good. This is going to be the 50. This is going to be the 50.
Yeah, and like 50 capstones can be inherently unbalanced. It's just
a
I feel
little
like
bit. They need to have an appropriate either activation condition, like with Bulwark's alt capstone, or associated penalty
yeah,
if they're going to be just a little unbalanced.
I think it should be
play a
1d6
marshal, in which case
rounds.
it's fine.
Oh, fuck you, Donna. I see that. Anyway, all right. So yeah, I'll probably just let I'll probably just let the rest of this kind of boil in the mind, and also move those images to the drive, so that way I can access them at my leisure and finish this up after I get home from Thanksgiving.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me just switch this back to full face cam and sign off. So yeah, until next time. Wait, let me actually check the calendar. All right. So this is the last dev stream of this year. The next month's Wednesdays will be, well, one of them is Christmas, and I'm not working on Christmas. The next 3 Wednesdays, I guess, we'll just be finishing. We'll just be doing like hard grunt work, finishing up the other goals that we set throughout the year that we haven't really touched.
Fantastic.
Phenomenal. So that'll be what I'm doing then, if I'm not just dead exhausted from working too much. But yeah, so we will. The dev streams will return January 4th. Where we'll get all the boys together and figure out what we need to accomplish for the year. Meaning mostly me, because I'm not going to be DMing next year. So the next dev stream, January 4th, season 2. We'll be there. So until next time, later.